A few months after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, Housing and Urban Development Secretary Dr. Ben Carson made a statement about Puerto Rico, saying Puerto Rico is recovering far beyond what he has heard. As he visited the island for the first time since it was devastated by Hurricane Maria, him and a handful of other federal officials managing the disaster response visited the island for a one-day trip. He was questioned by Congressman Maxine Waters about Puerto Rico back in October. Take a look at this clip.
I certainly agree that Puerto Rico is a very important territory. The people from Puerto Rico have contributed greatly to the culture of America.
Well, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is these tweets where the president threatened to abandon Puerto Rico recovery efforts. Do you agree that they should be abandoned, that Puerto Rico should be abandoned?
Our job is to make sure that we take care of the disaster that has occurred.
So you don't agree that it should be abandoned, is that right?
Of course it should not be abandoned.
And you don't think that they should be shamed for its own plight, is that right?
There is no question that there have been a lot of difficulties in Puerto Rico. They ended up
Should they be shamed for its own plight?
In debt. I don't think it is beneficial to go around shaming people in general.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I mean, they said it was worse than what we had in 2013, Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, or somewhere around there, 2012, 2013.
You know, when you hear about a country, getting a hurricane, all you think about is your loved ones, your significant others.
Yeah.
So I was nervous myself when I heard about, my mom's friends, and, that's where my grandmother's from.
Right.
She's actually from St. Croix area. So I was, it was sad to hear about, what was going on, along with seeing like pictures on the news and the media was out there. It was crazy. People lost their homes, have nowhere to go. And it's just a very sad situation.
Yeah, it's like, to me, when I heard that statement, it's like, I don't think he was using his brain when he's went down there.
Do you feel like he was sincere when he was trying to make this, recovery?
Not exactly.
Okay.
To me, because it's like, could we go back to the other things that he said in the past?
What did he say?
Like when he talked about Obamacare, and then he talked about immigrants. Could we?
Well, before.
Let's show the clip of that. Take a look at this, and you'll see what I mean. Okay.
I have to tell you, Obamacare is really, I think, the worst thing that has happened in this nation since slavery. And it is, in a way, it is slavery, in a way, because it is making all of us subservient to the government. People who work not 5 days a week, but 6 or 7 days a week, not 8 hours a day, but 10, 12, 16 hours a day, no such thing as a minimum wage. They work not for themselves, but for their sons and their daughters and their grandsons and their granddaughters, that they might have an opportunity in this land. That's what America is about. A land of dreams and opportunity. There were other immigrants who came here in the bottom of slave ships, worked even longer, even harder for less. But they too had a dream that one day their sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters, great-grandsons, great-granddaughters might pursue prosperity and happiness in this land.
My God, are you? Bro, I'm sorry.
Look,
Look, things happen.
I know.
The hurricanes happen. It's behind. We can't control that, but it's just the caring and the respect for these people.
But I feel like we need to get him a history book or something. When he talked about the slaves as immigrants, were the slaves really thinking about the American dream? No, because they were thinking, what the hell just happened?
Exactly.
I'm trying not to make any. I know I'm either trying to make a little joke or somewhat, but I'm trying to be more serious
about a situation like this,
because we were at a point where in time that where immigrants came voluntary and just to live their lives in America or for better lives or whatever their reason is, you know, but without any negative stuff, you know. But it's like, and that was where we're at the point at where there were people helping out each other, but then the next thing you know, we were like,
I never understood that.
Yeah, the next thing you know, we were like, this is not what America was like before, you know? It's like, am I going crazy on this? Or even when he talked about Obamacare as a form of slavery, I mean, what do you think?
I mean, you should never include Obama in a situation like this. We all know what Obama did as a president, hands down.
Exactly.
Like, leave Obama out of this. Yeah, he's not in office, but just
And leave
worry
Hillary
about
Clinton
the
out of
present.
this.
We worrying about the past. Like, I really don't care about what happened in the past. Barack Obama was a great president, hands down. And we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about the past. That's what the hell I'm talking about, man. Come on. Gotta hop in my bag. Listen. All right? We should not be focusing on what happened in the past. Think about what's present right now. All right? Hurricane Maria, this was a Category 5. This was worse than what New York got when we got Sandy in 2013. So I really don't want to hear about what's going on in the past because these people are suffering right now while they're sitting at home while they have light, shelter, and everything, and these people don't. Yeah, I know. We should really go into commercial break because we're still up.
Well, look, you know, before we do, I just want to give a message to Dr. Ben Carson. Like, what he needs to do, and Whoopi Goldberg has said this, and I happen to agree with her, because, you know.
What did she say?
What she said to Ben Carson, what Ben Carson needs to do is rewatch the miniseries Roots to see how immigrants came to America to live their dream and give their opportunity, okay? All right? And stop referring to slaves as immigrants. They were not born immigrants, okay?
Exactly.
They came for a reason, all right? Check out Roots, all right? I'm pretty sure you'll get a better understanding of how we were born as Americans and how African Americans or any person of color came to the United States for better opportunities or whatever the positive situation is, okay?
Let me guess, did you get an A+ in history class? Because you were going in.
Well, I remember, I wasn't really
I'm pretty sure you was an A student in history class.
Well, not exactly an A student. I was more of like a B student, but as time went on after I graduated high school, I did a little dig deeper into research. I got like a better understanding, and even I got like a better understanding of what the situations of what's happening in America, because we are in a place right now where we have a mean guy in the White House, and we're dealing with a lot of racism. We're dealing with a lot of tensions. This is probably why you're getting a lot of violence. I don't even want to see that man in the White House. I cannot stand him anymore. He is an idiot wrapped in a moron. And we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.